Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Thank you. Woo, it's been a journey for you to get here. Now that you're in the WNBA, what are your expectations? Not just for this season, but for your career. Is there a player whose legacy you strive to meet?
When I think about where I've come from and where I want to go, man, I think about Becky Hammon. She went from undrafted to one of the best players in WNBA history, and that's my goal right there. I want to inspire the next generation of players the same way.
Okay, so you mentioned an incredible player who's had a legendary career. Have you had a chance to interact with them, and did they give you any meaningful advice?
Yeah. They came to a game and I met them after. I was a little starstruck, growing up, wanting to be just like her, and then playing in the same league. It's just surreal. And she told me everybody's path to greatness is different and to just enjoy every step of the journey, and I'm doing just that.
That's great advice. On another note, you've taken a different route to the WNBA by playing and getting experience overseas. There's been a lot of hype about this draft class coming into the league. What are your thoughts about the other rookies, particularly Caitlin Clark?
I'm so thankful for the extra years of experience I've had overseas, but now I think it's time to show what I'm capable of in this league. Kind of like what Rebecca Gardner did her first season. I have so much respect for the other rookies, and I've watched them all play in college. Caitlin Clark, she's just on a whole other level, and I'm really looking forward to matching up with her, with Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, all of them.
So, coming from where you've come from, what are you looking forward to the most being in this city with this incredible fan base?
I'm so grateful to be here, not just in this city, but in the W. It's been a dream of mine since I was little, so I'm gonna give this city everything I have from day one.
For casual fans and fans just getting into women's basketball who might not be familiar with you yet, what do you want them to know about who you are as a player as well as an individual?
Even though this is my first time in the W, I've been a pro baller for a while now. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to introduce myself to a whole new set of fans. It's gonna take a lot of hard work and dedication, especially with so many talented rookies coming in, but I'm ready for the challenge.
Lastly, if you could describe the perfect outcome of the upcoming season, what would it be? And what are the odds of it coming true?
Obviously, I can only speculate, but I like the team we have and the coaching staff that's in place. We have all the right pieces. If I had to place a bet, I'd be comfortable betting on us, not only to make the playoffs, but also go on a deep run. And winning a title would just be the icing on the cake.
Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Indiana Fever going up against the Connecticut Sun. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
And we're just kicking off this season, so let me ask you two, what are you most excited about?
I love seeing how new players fit into their teams. Lots of interesting moves this offseason, but now we got to see how the pieces actually come together.
Yeah, and for me, it's all about the rookies. I mean, lately it seems like every draft class has been absolutely loaded, so it's fun to see how they adjust to the pro game.
Tip-off goes to Connecticut.
Here's Ramsey.
Lets it go from 14. The Fever pull it in. Court Queen with it.
Howard the screen.
Here's Court Queen. And it's off from three-point range.
And here the Sun. Mabry with it.
Now guarded by Bonner.
Mabry misses.
And here's Bonner. Pass to Court Queen. That's in, coming off an assist from DeWanna Bonner.
That's the unselfishness coaches love to see. If defenses lock in on Bonner, she's more than happy to distribute.
Now here's Mabry. Now Nelson Adota. Good. First shot, first basket.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Pass to Court Queen. Here's Howard. Down low. 5 on the clock. Caitlin Clark outside. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
It's a pleasure to watch her work at that end of the floor.
Well, Caitlin Clark is as popular as anyone in this league, and it's easy to see why she's so well liked.
Yeah, she's just a fun player to watch. I mean, Clark takes those deep threes. She attempts some passes that others don't even think about or see. She brings so much excitement to the league, and a big reason why is her playing style.
Now here's Court Queen. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Here's Ramsey. Pass to Parks.
Charles. Over Howard. And there's another one for the Sun.
It's not just close in. Charles also flourishes in the mid-range. Unfair to stop.
Bonner outside. Back to Clark. The tray. That's good. And it's DeWanna Bonner with the assist.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. I don't know how you can give a shooter like her that much space from beyond the arc.
Here's Ramsey.
Outside Charles. Pass to Mabry. Rebounded by the Fever.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
To the middle. The kick out to Bonner. Clark. Now Court Queen. To the paint.
Boston.
And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Here's Ramsey.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. The second chance effort, and the layup is good.
Mixing it up inside. Mabry might be under 6 feet, but her toughness showing there.
Pass to Court Queen. Howard with the ball. Court Queen up top. Clark outside. And another three for Indiana.
What a performance. Every three she puts up, it's going down. She is in the zone.
Here's Ramsey.
Pass to Mabry. Now Nelson Adota. She's guarded by Boston. To the inside. The jump hook. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
A reliable interior scoring option, Charles plays with power and poise around the rim.
And here's Court Queen. Mabry covering. Howard with the ball. Working on Charles. Pass to Court Queen. Clark. The three-pointer off the mark.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
To the wing on the left. Now here's Charles. And Here's Nelson Adota. Inside. Charles, no good.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
And for the Connecticut Sun, their first year in the W was in 1999. They're still searching for that first title.
Connecticut has been so close, falling in the finals 4 times. A couple of those losses in heartbreaking fashion. Sun fans are very hungry for that banner.
Here's Ramsey.
She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Mabry. Nelson Adota. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. The Fever leading. Now here's Court Queen. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2. And after going first overall in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Boston went on to win Rookie of the Year.
Led the league in shooting percentage, top 10 in rebounding and blocks. I mean, what more could you ask from a rookie big? Boston, an immediate impact made in setting the foundation in Indiana.
And the first one at the line is good.
And back in 2023, the Sun traded away former MVP Jonquel Jones.
Yeah, sending her to New York in a blockbuster deal. Despite losing one of the best players in the league, Connecticut went 27-13 last year, got to the WNBA semifinals, and that tells you how good this organization is.
She's perfect from the line this time. The Sun trailing. Now Allen. Marina Mabry on the wing. And again, Connecticut no good.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Here's Bonner. Lays it up and banks it in.
The story here in the early stages is how well they've been shooting the ball.
An outstanding percentage. Look, this is how you want to start a ball game, am I right?
Yeah, it just sets a tone.
Now here's Charles. The left wing. Shot clock at 6. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
Well, you have to like the work on the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. You kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Marina Mabry on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Tina Charles.
Extremely confident at the arc. Mabry knows she has the skill to knock these shots down.
Court Queen with it. She's got 5. Pass to Howard.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Now Court Queen. Off target from 3-point range.
Yeah, I mean, she has been way off the mark this quarter. It is getting rough.
Mabry misses.
She's just not been on her game. The deficit, it's really not totally on her, but she hasn't helped the situation.
Now Mitchell. Howard. Banked in off the glass.
We've seen this before. Howard playing with some power down low. Pushes right past the contact to the bucket.
Pass to Charles. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Natasha Howard. Here's Court Queen. Boston sets a screen. Here's Court Queen. Scores for only the 2nd time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Defensively, they've been a step slow early on.
Allowing too many open shots. They've seemed a little sluggish.
Pass to Charles. Mabry up top. Fires for 3. The Fever pull it in. And here's Boston. Court Queen. Mitchell. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Huge advantage for them already.
Total control, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even bigger.
Absolutely.
Now here's Mabry. He has 5. Here's Ramsey. Pass to Charles. That ball is in the basket. He's now shot 6 and made 3.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for the... Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
She ends the quarter with a money 3 as the buzzer sounds.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do there, and the timing couldn't have been better.
You just can't end a quarter better than that.
The first quarter concludes and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Fever on top, leading by 14. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Making a switch here. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Pass to Robinson. Here's Endorfall. She's guarded by Boston. 5 to shoot. Now here's Allen. From beyond the arc. That ball is off target, and that miss makes her 2 for 3.
And guys, this is something we were just talking about off the air, but Caitlin Clark is one of the most hyped basketball players that we've ever seen.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about the WNBA. When you talk about the most hyped rookies, I think you probably have to go back to 2003 when LeBron went first overall. Basically, it's going to be really fun to see how Caitlin Clark's career goes.
Now here's Robinson. Pass to Allen. Here's the 3. And again, Connecticut no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor. It's all adding up.
Well, you look across the team stats, it's one of many areas they're winning, and they've secured a big lead.
They've looked very sharp tonight.
I'm loving it.
Court Queen. She's covered by Allen. And here's Cunningham. Over Hebert. And another basket for Indiana.
With a quick and consistent release, Cunningham can knock down shots from mid-range, downtown, you name it.
Now here's Allen. She has 6. Hebert a screen. Pass to Allen. To the inside. Endorfall. Misses the layup. He had her with that pump fake, but couldn't make her pay. And Hebert gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for her. Both teams deciding to change it up. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
They should jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Now here's Court Queen. Not a lot of room. Pass to Clark. Lets the 3 fly. And she's good on the 3 ball.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut.
And when you talk about Natasha Howard, you have to look at more than those scoring numbers. Her impact goes deeper than that.
I think sometimes, us as broadcasters, analysts, we can normally measure players a little bit too much with their scoring average. Howard's won 3 titles in major part because of her defense. She's won a Defensive Player of the Year, and she does so many things on the floor that don't show up in the box score.
Fever on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. High arcing shot.
Aaliyah Boston with some nice defense there.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Here's Ramsey. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Mabry. Charles with it. 6 on the shot clock. Over Howard. That one wide left.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
Now here's Allen. 6 points for her. Pass to Charles. Shot to end the cold run. That falls. Nice feed that time from Lindsay Allen.
When Charles is hitting threes, she's basically unguardable, and it gives her team some unique spacing.
Here's Clark. 17 points in the game. Indiana again missing.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
She's been a real positive factor, though as a team, they're still falling a bit short there.
Pass to Court Queen. No good from outside. And Connecticut has possession. It's a 10-point game. Now here's Allen. She's covered by Clark. Here's Nelson Adota. Here's Allen. Charles with it. Guarded by Howard. Shoots from the right block. Charles no good.
A good board there, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they've just got to find a way to get back into this game. That's as good a place as any.
Just increase the effort on the boards.
Now here's Court Queen. She has 7. Boston sets a screen. Here's Court Queen. It's good, and that's just her 3rd make in 10 shots. An off game for her.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut. Here. The Sun on offense. Down by 12. Now here's Mabry. 5 points in the game. Here's Ramsey. She's guarded by Court Queen. Charles up top. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
And it's been a rough few years for Indiana. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2016.
Single-digit wins in 5 of the last 7 seasons. But the good news is the Fever have loads of young talent. Starting with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston, they have arguably the best young core in the W.
And the first one drops.
Well, you just have to be excited about Aaliyah Boston, a young woman with tons of skills. She dominated in college, and she's going to dominate in the WNBA.
And so she makes both from the line.
You know, one of the areas Aaliyah Boston really shines is on the glass.
Yeah, she is an efficient rebounder. And as we all know, rebounds often win or lose games. Then you add in Boston's offensive efforts, and she really is a big contributor to team success.
Now here's Court Queen. She's got 9. From the arc. Drills the 3-pointer.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball at one end with their own.
A 3-point battle starting to take shape here.
Here's Mabry. She has 5. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Big blunder there. That's awesome.
And a terrible time for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
Awful.
Now Mitchell. She has 5. Pass to Court Queen. Back to Mitchell. Court Queen. Clock at 4. The 3.
And out of bounds, the Sun will take it.
The Sun on offense. It's a 14-point game. Outside Mabry. Clock at 6. There's the 3. That shot off the mark. And so that brings the first half to a close. The Fever on top, leading by 14. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Tremendous game from Caitlin Clark.
She put on a show from three-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on her.
Well, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding her the rock beyond the arc until she does cool off.
Pass to Court Queen. Bonner. Shot clock at 5.
And that's collected by Marina Mabry.
Can't get a much better look than that.
Yeah, no way you expect her to miss that shot.
And here's Parks. Pass to Charles. Over Howard. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often, because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Now here's Court Queen. It's a 14-point game. Now here's Clark. Mabry covering. Lets it go from deep. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, she shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. You know, like we say, she's been making music all day long.
Now here's Mabry. She's got 5. Charles the screen from outside the arc.
Caitlin Clark pulls it in.
Yeah, a bit of a pride at stake there, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Lets it go from 14, and that one's good. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Now here's Mabry. Pass to Charles. Nelson Adota. And again, no good by Connecticut.
Not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Court Queen with it. 14 points for her. Boston sets a screen. Bonner. Nelson Adota with the rebound.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Here's Mabry. Here's Ramsey.
Charles, guarded by Howard. Right side Charles. Mabry, and the shot goes in.
Don't underestimate Charles's playmaking ability. She's capable of making some advanced passes.
Pass to Court Queen. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Back to Clark. Now Boston. Pushing it up. Here's Mabry. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. It's on Court Queen.
And Mabry isn't just a scorer. You can tell that she's also solid at rebounding and passing in her position.
She's getting her first free throw attempts of the night. The first one falls.
A late second-round pick in 2019, Marina Mabry sure has carved out a nice role for herself over time.
Well, she never gave up on herself despite slipping far in the draft. She continued to work on her game and has proven how multi-talented a player she is. Her story is definitely inspirational.
Second free throw, no good.
Still cold from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Here's Clark. Ball's right in. She is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And really, guys, it's been an exceptional performance from her from the field.
Outside Charles. Pass to Nelson Adota. Here's Ramsey. She's covered by Clark. And here's Charles. Good work defensively by Natasha Howard.
A slow start to the second half. Seems like they left their offense in the locker room.
Now here's Court Queen. Mabry covering. The 3 from Natasha Howard. Drains it from beyond the arc.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from 3-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Now here's Mabry. 8 points for her. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call.
Foolish play. I mean, she's got to be thinking out there.
Which she clearly isn't at this moment. Or maybe she was thinking, just not about basketball.
Now here's Clark. 22 points for her. Now Court Queen. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession. Takes it out to Clark. 6 to shoot. No good with the triple. The Sun really having a tough go here. Marina Mabry for 3. Cans it from downtown.
There's no excuse for leaving a shooter like her open beyond the arc. None.
Now here's Court Queen. Defense right on her. Pass to Boston. Now here's Court Queen. Joanna Bonner for 3. Offensive board. 3-pointer. Indiana again missing. And here are the Sun. They trail by 18. Here's Ramsey. With the teardrop. Nice D from Aaliyah Boston. Joanna Bonner on the wing. Pass to Boston. Court Queen. Now Cunningham. Guarded by Charles. Shot's good by Clark.
Once again, she's able to knock down the long-range jumper. It's just been her night from deep.
Here's Parks. She's got 7. And here's Charles. She's covered by Cunningham. Outside Mabry. Takes the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tina Charles.
She is starting to heat up from outside. That's her second 3 ball of the half.
And here's Court Queen. 14 points for her. Pass to Clark. Boston outside. 3-pointer. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
And guys, we've heard so much about Caitlin Clark, but Brian, why don't you give a scouting report to those who haven't gotten a chance to see her play?
Well, she's an incredible passer. She's got limitless range. I think she's underrated as a defender. For the Fever, we're talking about a franchise player to build around.
Now here's Court Queen.
Cunningham left side.
Clark outside. The 3 is up. Bangs home the trifecta.
She is showing a killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend this lead.
Here's Ramsey.
She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Charles.
Over Cunningham. And here's Parks.
The 3-pointer off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly, guys. They've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Clark. They have a 22-point lead, and it's the most they've led by.
DeWanna Bonner on the wing.
And another 3 for Indiana.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
Here's Ramsey.
Charles.
She's covered by Cunningham.
Back to Charles. The layup off target. So it's Indiana now. Caitlin Clark outside. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Ramsey.
Charles.
Outside Mabry.
Looking to end the run. Buries the long-range jumper.
Her scoring this quarter has been off the charts, doing all she can to bring them back.
Court Queen with it. 14 points for her.
Pass to Cunningham.
Down low.
Cunningham sets a screen.
Clark outside. And the Fever hit again from deep.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the 3 and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Charles the screen. Marina Mabry for 3. That shot missing. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Fever on top, delivering the blowout. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Allen, she's guarded by Court Queen. And it's good, 2 points. Here's the Fever with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Dantas the screen. Here's Court Queen. Soft touch off the glass.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Robinson. DeShields can't hit.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
If only she can improve on what's been a shaky day for her, they could really stretch this lead out, don't you think?
Pass to Hebert.
Kicks it out to DeShields. Hebert. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Robinson. She's covered by Mitchell. Yep, that one goes.
When Robinson gets a scoring chance, she does not second guess. She takes it.
Now here's Court Queen. Pass to Mitchell. Dantas. Off target with the 3. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone in the 4th. Robinson up top. She's covered by Mitchell. 7-foot shot. Rebounded by the Fever.
That he should be thanking her for that miss.
And you look at the ratings for women's basketball in general, and man, they're exploding.
Well, of course, Caitlin Clark and her team in college shattering records back in her college days. I think we'll continue to see that happen in the W.
Well, the 2024 draft was by far the most watched of all time. So, yeah, it's an exciting time in the league.
Diamond to Shields from outside.
Really nice rebounding display. All game, getting it done.
Yeah, they've totally dominated on the glass. Just a huge advantage for them in that category.
Pass to Mitchell.
Cunningham.
Hits the three-point
Sophie
bomb.
Cunningham.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Now here's Robinson.
Now indoor fall.
And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Pass to Mitchell.
Outside Cunningham.
Court Queen.
Indoor fall with the rebound.
And Connecticut has possession. To the middle. Here's Hebert. And again, no good by Connecticut. Now Court Queen.
Cunningham sets a screen.
Mitchell, shot's good.
Kelsey Mitchell.
Here's Allen.
And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely, and we've seen massive growth the last few years, and to me, the WNBA, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started, and it's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger.
Now here's Court Queen.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Stolen by Danielle Robinson. Steps back.
Now here's Allen.
She's guarded by Court Queen.
Really, she's had a nose for the ball. She's their top rebounder.
Well, she has been today, no question. Just unbelievable effort that she's showing on the glass.
Now here's Court Queen.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
Pass to Dantas. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell outside. The 3 ball. The Sun pull it in. Here's Allen. Now here is Hebert.
He's covered by Cunningham.
Hebert, shot is good.
Talk about an instinctual interior scorer. Hebert operates at such a high level down low.
Court Queen with it. Turner a screen. Makes it off the glass.
Backed by her solid footwork, Turner knows a thing or two about scoring inside.
Now here's Allen. She's guarded closely. Outside Robinson. And Allen gets it to go.
An example of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Now here's court queen. Mitchell outside. Court queen.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots.
First
Next.
personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the away team, PEREZ. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And the Fever making a change here. And so she hits both. Here's Ramsey. Pass to Charles. Over to the wing. Parks. Back to Charles. The 3. Drops in the tray.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's court queen. Pass to Mitchell. Court queen. And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Personal foul. At the line for the away team, PEREZ. 1 shot.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Pass to Mabry. Just 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Good on the 3-point shot.
This run really not doing them any good, coming as late as it has.
Yeah, but give them credit for showing the fight they're showing, Tim. It would have been really easy to just throw in the towel by now.
Yeah, but it's still going to be a loss probably.
Cunningham sets a screen.
Here's court queen. And the layup's good off the glass.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
They got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
Now here's Charles. To the paint. It's stolen by Kelsey Mitchell. Now here's court queen. Defense is right there. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Now Hull. And here's court queen. Pass to Mitchell. Over Mabry. Shot by Mitchell, no good. Here's Ramsey. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need home cooking, like, you know, you're cooking from your mom, to feel at home. Just a masterful performance all around for them.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.
Tina Charles has been around the league and is such a reliable and consistent player. What was it like going head-to-head against her on the court?
Man, it was a challenge. Absolutely. She's big, but she shoots like a guard and can pretty much hit from anywhere, and it's hard to defend players like that. I think I did a good job overall.
Agreed. What do you take away from matches like this against some of the league's greatest players?
Well, it's a delicate balance of staying true to your game and what you do best on the court, but also paying attention in real time to the little things players like Tina does during a game that can actually help you grow, like the way she sets screens on me or just her footwork at the rim. I try to take note of those things and then just rewatch them on film later.
Thanks a lot. The shots were falling, but you also stuffed the stat sheet, getting a rare 20/20 game in the process. Can you tell us about the difficulty of that?
You know, there's definitely skill involved, of course, but some of it has to do with the flow of the game, the matchup, a little bit of luck, honestly. It's just all wrapped into it. Everything just has to come together perfectly, and that's why it's so rare.
Well, getting 20/20 often indicates a player had leverage in at least 2 areas of the court. How were you able to use that leverage so effectively?
You know, I really think this particular matchup just worked in my favor. I was able to get a lot of open looks on shots. Other than that, just using my court awareness to the best of my ability and getting a little help from my teammates.
Thanks
It all
so
came
much.
together. Thanks.
Thanks.